The bed is still cold from the broken window, and the room behind your closed eyelids is familiar now. The only home you've ever known. Its darkness gathers. The last thing you hear is the wind blowing in through the broken window. Then something comes, a kind of sleep.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately?
This bastard isn't even listening to you.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people. And then forgets about it.
Hear that? Iceman wants to sleep. He doesn't care about killing people. That is much, much worse than that.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures.
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
Oh, but you will. You're already going there. Slipping. How long can we keep you from the precipice of hell? An ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front...
Everything is so okay. Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window.
The Copper-nado is back. What do you want? What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Yeah. We'll send someone. God, poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle this.
Hey, wasn't Everard's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Yeah, I think you're right, G. She have something of yours, Pig? No? Well.
No. They totally said what it was. What was...
I don't remember. I was fucking drunk.
Let me know if you figure it out back there. Now, anything else we can help you with? No problemo.
Sure enough, we're the real heroes.
Yeah? What?
Officer, care to play a game with... Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same. The prick is gone. I can barely believe it. But he's really gone. Hell, most likely. He was an absolute cunt.
Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is, part of life really. But to know someone for 79 years, then one... I just don't know anymore. About anything really. But you must need some... René wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer. And believe me, he didn't like Insulindian lilies. That's their old name, dating back to the time of kings and crests, and all that other stuff. There were many reasons, but mostly it was the coming up. I guess in the end, the insulin... Yes? What about René? His hungry little heart fine...
Did he feel like he has to prove he can still pull his weight?
Yes. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the job... No.
He has doubts. But right now, he just wants to...
He did... I just don't know anymore.
Host Almighty. He's a total bummer now. Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, it's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
As she says the word, officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways. No, buddy, that's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of... Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
Really now? Check this out.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain.
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
The explosion of static you're hearing. It's the ULAN frequency, blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at. A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, at the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers.
She likes telling you about the machine. Keep her talking. Look for an opportunity to break loose.
The pale? It's the end of the world. I built it myself.
And she's proud of it too, as she ought to be. This is way beyond your abilities.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented, but we are beyond?
Oh yeah, way beyond. No, once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to... Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker. Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not the cops. And of...
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white...
Turn this...
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She's carrying a 2-barreled front loader. Remain careful. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long, be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time. You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but... She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You need to give her option. You know. This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives. She pulls the trigger before you finish your sentence. You watch as her brains trickle out through her neon hair.
Lieutenant Yefreitor Dubois, control your emotions. We did our job. This won't be the worst thing that happens on this case.
There is no coming back from this one. It will stay with you.
We clean up. It may take days for processing to pick up her body. We need to move it somewhere. That tent there.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. You see a rolled-up sleeping bag and person.
We should put her in the sleeping bag, so the rats don't get to her.
The lieutenant nods. There she lies, cocooned in the sleeping bag, surrounded by empty cigarette packs, magazines. You should look through them. Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost egg.
See anything?
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine, it's a leather notebook. You pocket the worn brown leather journal. She watches by.
We should read this immediately, like...
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket. It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller. This was important to her. When it was still hers, the journal falls open. About 2/3, the large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently, perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
We could learn a lot from this.
Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. Except, But that's another matter entirely. She is referring to betraying her previous employer. Does this suggest she did it in self-defense? The most recent entry is from today. It reads, "Even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning."
I don't think she killed the mercenary. It looks like she might have been framed. Too bad we didn't really get to hear her side of the story.
Don't get emotional.
By the Hardy Boys, by Classier, by us. Classier was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself, or... Either way, we need to keep an eye on her. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling in rags. Questions to ask.
Stop. just up ahead. You are prepared. Don't put away your friend. Raindrops slip from the barrels of your Villiers 9mm pistol.
Yes, I hear commotion. Let's go.
Good.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning. Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. Oh, shut up! Not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
This is the scab leader. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm. There's something very wrong with him.
Shh.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Cole.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure
He is facing overwhelmingly superior firepower and peaceful. Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible.
Fuck, there's a third one. How did we miss something like this?
The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
No, we have to step in. This is not going to end well if we don't.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
I think he's calmed down a bit. No, he didn't. He's about to open fire. Oh, yes, he is. He's about to snap and shoot someone, right?
Here, fuck!
No, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like
She doesn't seem to understand the severity of the... With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. Shoot him in the mouth. Shoot him before he shoots you. No, wait. It's good you have that gun. It really is. Just soften him up first. Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have, then move down from that. Please. All right, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Canal would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick.
I am a Canal major with over 15 years of live combat experience. When my colonel gets hanged by clay monkeys, I lead the platoon. Nah, I just have the biggest gun.
Technically, the other man has the biggest gun, but we're beyond that now.
King Reaper. You're right, but you see, I want it to end in bloodshed.
Okay, it's not much, but he's thinking about something else. Now fire. Fuck them up. Do it easy now. Tell them these men didn't do it. There's a peaceful way out.
Who the fuck is that?
Glacier, the woman upstairs. Where is she?
She left!
She left! Her room's cleaned out! Right before these assholes showed up!
We should have arrested her.
You can feel how upset he is with himself. Just for a second. Then...
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one!
For God's sake, tell him the Hardys didn't do it. Present a case.
Yeah? Who did?
No, wait! He didn't.
You think this is funny? What if I just shot one of your pals? How about the kid? That'd be...
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead cop...
He's gonna do it. He's gonna shoot her. The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him. All together. Titus said, we took him out back and hanged him. He said it loud. In a public place.
You're lying. DePaul heard it.
You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter.
Liars!
The shot rings in your ears. A low, tinny ring. Then, the young woman stands and looks behind her. The shot has flown over her head, crashing a small pane of the glass window behind her.
I missed.
I know what I heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way to end a Sunday night.
That doesn't sound good. You need to change the topic now. What topic? Shots have been fired. Act before it's too late. This was a close call. dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start it.
Yeah, I don't fucking act so well. Laylee had a hard-on for making faces for you natives. Fucking Sergeant Major Raoul Cortiner, reporting in to burn this.
As he moves, the interlocking pieces of his armor click. Softly, click, click, click. The realization comes to you, like a picture puzzle coming together. His name is Raoul Cortiner. The dead man's name is Elise Cortiner. No, probably foster brothers. Elise was put into a foster home.
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer. You're all sentenced to death by lead. Find his killer. Cop, his killer, stands right there, shitting his pants, and you're... I know what this tactic is, Silo Sam. You're gonna die for them. Right here. Today.
This did nothing. You think you were onto something? You just wasted time. Please, act.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks? She's fucking gone. She fucking sailed off. You stay cool. Don't do anything stupid. The company bitch is gone. Laylee's cunt is gone. Laylee's gone. Fuck are we still doing in this shit?
Guys, I just get in the way. I don't even have a gun.
Hold your ground. Any more of you run, I'll shoot you myself. We're doing this together.
They're afraid. All of them. Trembling reeds in the wind. They'll run, scatter soon.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer, Howen Cloven. He doesn't talk much.
All of you cunts inside out.
The gunner, the raddest, the killer. What do you think he does?
What are we waiting for? Let's blow that pig.
Lance Corporal, just fucking shut up and wait for your order. Yes. So...
Yeah? So what? You should be drunk too. Or, like, drunker. You don't want to die sober, do you?
Nah. I'm clear as day. Fucking...
Enough already! What is this? We didn't come here to...
Interrupt me again and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal.
A plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun, and your hand goes numb from the explosion. To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly. From the corner of your eye, you see the lieutenant raise. He's trying to find a straight line of sight before the rifleman can take you out. In the background, the leader staggers. The shot rings and you stop. Something violently tugs at your shoulder, pushing you backwards with incredible force. A volcano of burning pain erupts from your left. The pain flows over your entire body like an awful shock. A grim...
God, please.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot. Then, 2 shots ring and you hear a scream. But you're too hurt to see who got hit. Blood gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as Rude staggers back, disoriented. An unbelievable shot from the lieutenant. Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds.
Oh God, watch out!
Here it comes. Death. You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire and your legs come. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it. Feels slick and warm with blood. The pain is too strong to know what has happened there. Even clutching to your consciousness takes everything you got. Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them.
You're bleeding out. Stay with me. Yes, keep talking. You hear me? Stay awake.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. A slender white shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. There, behind. You hear your bloody lips mumble, but he does not. He just shakes his head, still crouched over you. You hear a distant gunshot. Velvet. Like a pillow, he falls on you, cold nylon and blood slumped on you, as the lights go out. All the lights. The last thing you hear is the sound of his spectacles landing on the pavement next to you.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
Kim, there is no Kim.
Have mercy on yourself. Take the door.
He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. And rotting. And being disinfected. And smelling of drugs and...
He can't go. Not before the case is solved. There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again.
The engine of a Caprice Kinema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never...
You see Kuno's familiar shape in the found pants. It turns double, then triple. From the pain, he says,
Coin slot's dead? Just kidding, Pigo. The boo-boo wagon took the Beano cloud away. He's probably gonna live. To the hospital? Fucktard. Should I to keep up with Kuno?
Thank God. Okay, he's alive.
They say you shot that fucker in the face? That's fucking cool to Kuno. So I thought I'd stick around.
He's saying I now, and not calling you a or a pig. Is he ill or something?
Nah, Kuno's just off speed for a few days. Being off speed makes Kuno sad. Makes Kuno think about shit. Sure, Kuno's gonna help you with that. Kuno's in a given mood right now. You tore some shit up there, pig. Got shot too. How would Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking doctor. Kuno thinks you got shot twice. In the shoulder and in the leg. The leg's pretty fucking nasty. But a doctor looked you over and took the bullet out. The shoulder's fine, probably. The doc didn't seem too worried about it. Said the bullet went...
The bullet must have passed through your shoulder blade, missing your lung and your heart. You lucky son of a bitch.
Are your legs attached to Kuno? Can the Kuno move your legs? The fuck should I know? You keep asking all this weird shit from Kuno that the Kuno has no way of knowing about. Kuno did?
He didn't.
Yeah, some cunt from your station came over and knife fucked you when you were... Nick's Fuckleave, I think he was called. Said he was a doctor, then fucked off and told me to phone him if you shit yourself.
If he did triage and left, you must be relatively stable. We're detecting druamine in your bloodstream.
Why, in the name of fuck, would Kuno be... Kuno's fucking smart. Go easy, pig. You want to lean on the Kuno or something?
You can take it. Just don't lean on the old leg.
So, how is it? Yeah, you got lucky there, pig. Maybe now Kuno can show you what real, brutal, hard music is.
Still, you see something akin to respect in his eyes.
2 days? Kuno's been out longer sleeping off the speed train. 2 days is nothing. 2 days is nothing to the Kuno. Some of those Union goons got fucked. Now the whole harbour is in lockdown.
Everard probably used this armed altercation as an excuse to...
Yeah, she's way gone, pig. Kuno's been here for 2 days, and Baby Beard and you are the only...
Of course she's really gone. What did you think?
The big fuckhole. Yeah, he's drinking downstairs. Kuno's not into that. Yeah, that's what Kuno said. No one goes in or... Yeah, she...
Of course she's really...
No problem. Kuno shares the info. The fuck you asking Kuno for? How would Kuno know? Kuno's... Oh, really? You can't get to that fat... Kuno thinks you're fucked, but I can help you. What you got? Bounce that shit off Kuno. Yeah, what? What bells? Fuck, pig. Kuno doesn't know about this flower shit. Kuno's...
He's wrong. What does he even know?
Sure, pig, sure. You better have more than some fucking roses if you want to bust this. Huh? That could have been there for years. Kuno thinks it's a dead end. You want Kuno to be a yes man? Or you want me to tell it like...
There is no telling when it was made. He had a point there.
There are fucking footprints everywhere, Pig. Pigs are too into this footprint shit. Kuno just saw shit ain't nothing to Kuno. What now? Will Pig, you ready to walk, Will Pig? So, listen, Pig. Kuno's been thinking about shit and... Kuno's coming with...
Asking for something, even asking to come along, doesn't come easy for him.
This scene is dead. Kuno's out of here. Might as well be a pig.
Big up, fucky fingers. He is a free thinker, beyond the box. Drug asset detected. Kid would make a half-decent sharpshooter, no? Look at him. Life hasn't been easy on him. You want to drag him a look. This might be is trying to recruit him is like trying to make a pet out of fire. This kid recognizes only he is streetwise, knows the neighborhood, knows the people. He could be...
Accepted the Kuno like a motherfucker. What are we gonna do now? Yeah, debrief Kuno, let Kuno know.
A gust of wind blows in from the bay. The duraluminum box around you vibrates imperceptibly. A familiar cold, a red thread on the roof upstairs.
That's Clage, right? Bitch next door. Kuno's thinking the same thing. Let's rock it, Pigman.